Welcome to Happy Hours.
Swinging doors, the neons aglow. Mark and Rachel stealing the show. Mystery beer with a frothy head. It's happy hour laughs instead of dread. Oh, it's jokes and facts, such a marvelous blend, with a punchline twist that'll never end. Mad libs fly and the beer flows near. Comedy gold with an extra cheer.
Hello, Mark's chugging.
Well, I just finished. Here's the
caught
thing.
us. No.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Happy Hours.
Just kidding. Hi.
Here's the thing.
We weren't paying attention, sorry.
It was only this full, but the thing is, I don't. It's not like I sit there and chug beers constantly.
Yeah, we do. That's all we do. All day long, 24/7.
Because I know it's like.
Have you met us?
We're drinking a Shock Top, by the way.
Yes. Oh, can I just tell you guys? Oh, hi. Happy Friday, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Hope you guys having a wonderful day wherever you are when this video finally reaches you. Hi.
It's-
Shock Top.
Yeah, it's 5/9/2025. Just so you know.
Shock Top is yummy.
Yes, it is.
One of Rachel's newest, favoriteest beers. You know why?
Newest favoritist.
Yeah, why?
Because it's a wheat. It's a Belgian wheat.
Belgian white
Well,
wheat.
Belgian white wheat.
Just
yeah,
like
yeah.
Blue Moons, and I love Blue Moons.
And it does have. Okay, so when I picked this, I saw it at the store. It's got. Let me see. It. What does it say? Where does it say? Oh, here. Belgian
5.7?
style wheat ale brewed with citrus peels and coriander.
Right.
Coriander.
It's from Shock Top Brewery
It's a
in
very
Portland,
good beer.
Oregon.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else they have to do up there, but brew beer because it's awesome. I'm sure they have other
good.
things to do.
It's
but
good, yeah.
I feel like they spend so much time. This is so good. That's all they do.
So
Make this perfect.
We've made a couple changes to this podcast because of the fact that
Ow,
half the
foot.
time things we're doing it's too long.
It runs out of time or we're rushed or whatever.
Right, so we're shortening it to probably about. I'm going to do a mystery beer right now.
We're taking out the Mad Lib. So however long that takes,
And Mad Libs we're going to do on Friday also.
it's moving to a new time.
Well, it'll be Friday
A new
after
channel.
that. It'll be a new time after the Happy Hour show.
Yeah, it's gonna be
so
its
it's
own
just going to be
thing.
called what is it called? TGIF
Yeah.
Mad Libs.
Right,
So-
because some of you guys might think those are just dumb and stupid, and you turn off by the time we get to that point,
Right.
and that's fine. But
So this-
for some of you who like
Yeah.
it, you can find it all by itself. You don't have to listen to our BS. Just go watch that.
And this is basically we're just going to be talking about some stuff. But anyway,
Yeah.
we're moving Mystery Beer to the front line here. I had two things covering my because there's something
Look
at the
at
top.
my
Don't,
straw, it's magic.
don't read the top of this can.
I'm not.
Give me your.
Glasses?
I need.
Oh.
I need your glasses.
I don't
I need
know.
your glass.
You're pointing at something. Did you see my straw was magical? It was like balancing. Not anymore.
We're doing Mystery Beer, so I'm trying to hide. This looks like
You're trying to hide. I see you.
a light Pilsner beer. Look at that.
Oh, it certainly does look like a
Doesn't it?
Pilsner. Yep. Or it could be a lager, but.
Or it could be a West Coast IPA or something.
Yeah, it sure
I
could
poured
be
that pretty
any
good.
of those. Good job. Mark's getting
Okay.
really good at pouring.
I am.
You could start a
me
master
see.
class.
Here we go. Ooh, we're going right into this. This smells like an ale. Does it smell like an ale? Remember we had when was it? The other day when we did
Yes,
that.
it smells good.
It smells like that beer that maybe lime or. You know what it
I
smells
don't
like?
get
It does
a lot
smell.
of bitter though.
It smells citrusy.
If
I
it's an
smell lime or
IPA, I'm
something.
gonna just crap my pants because
I don't think it's an
I
IPA.
like the smell of it. And if you tell me it's an IPA, I'll be like, no, it's not.
I would say it's an ale of some type. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would believe that.
I would
That's
say
my-
ale,
that's-
but just because you said ale, I'm gonna say it's a lager.
I'm gonna taste it because I do smell lime in there, so it might be.
Oh yeah, it's got to be an ale. But I'm still
Oh.
gonna say a lager, just lager, lager because Mark said ale.
She's doing what I do, lager.
I've been
Lager.
spending too much time saying it that way.
What is that? It's interesting. It has a
There's no skunky notes to it, and there's no bitter hops
no.
to
Well,
it.
it does at the very back.
I don't even get that.
There's a bitter
I
note.
don't though, unless I'm just getting used to it. Who am I?
I smelled it and I smelled. I swear I smelled like lime or something. But when I tasted it, I did not get that at all.
Well, it's refreshing, whatever it is. I can see through it, and it's pretty yellow. It's golden. It's a golden ale lager. It's both.
Yeah, I don't know. A Pilsner. I'm going to say it's a Pilsner.
You're probably right. 'Cause
I'm going
it
Pilsner
can't be
with
all
it.
of those.
Yeah, I'm going to go Pilsner. It was
Is it
fun.
Mama's Little Pills again?
Now, here's the thing.
We'll see.
At the top of the can, I could read where the brewing company was, but it didn't tell you what
Oh, no.
what the beer was. So Telluride Brewing Company.
Oh,
It's a
Colorado.
Kolsch.
Kolsch?
German style ale.
It's an ale, so you did get it right.
Yeah, but it's a Kolsch.
I did not. I wouldn't have said that, but now.
Telluride mountain beer.
Mark, we have friends.
What? Oh, little moths.
We have moths.
Hello, moths. They're outside the window.
But they're alive. They're not dead. There's not death
Telluride
everywhere.
Brewing Company,
Pretty girl.
established in 2011.
A Kolsch.
A Kolsch beer. Okay.
Okay, so that's what I'm tasting. It doesn't taste like anything.
That's why
I
it
can
had a
put
different
my
flavor.
Finger on it. Okay.
Yeah.
I need to study up more on Kolsch beers because I'm not that familiar with them. I
Okay,
put them
so-
in wrong categories.
This has 5.2% alcohol.
Okay.
And it's good. No, let me taste that again now that I was
me
a
too.
Kolsch beer.
Me too. I like Kolsch. I think it's just different. And it's
There's,
yummy.
I mean, it's really good. I still think there's a bitter note on the end that's
Telluride.
interesting. Telluride beer.
Is it Telluride or Telluride?
Telluride beer.
Telluride.
Telluride beer
Tell you
brewing
what.
company. Telluride. That would be Colorado.
It sure is. Telluride Brewing
I
Company.
used to live in Colorado for a bit. I
You
think we went
did.
to Telluride one time.
Did you
As a
really?
kid.
I've only been to Silverton, Colorado. That's as far
I
as
never
I've gone.
skied. I never skied.
I tried once, didn't. I couldn't do it. I got
Oh.
altitude sickness.
Oh wait, I did ski in the White Mountains, but it wasn't like going down the slopes. I did that stupid cross country.
The bunny.
me, and my,
Oh, you and your dad did.
me and my dad
right.
rented some skis and decided
Was
to.
I pregnant with Savannah at that time, or was she just a
Shaylee.
little baby? I was
yeah,
pregnant with Shaylee, and Savannah was a baby.
I decided to blaze our own trail out into, and there was a lot of snow. There was like a couple
Blazing,
feet.
all right.
And the thing is with cross country skis, they're so narrow, and you sink down into the snow.
Where'd you get them?
We had to rent them.
You did.
We went to a
okay.
rental place. The thing is,
That's right. There was one.
the
down
boots were
way.
so freaking warm. I mean, and dry, and I mean, your feet never got cold at all.
We had a
But-
timeshare. My parents had a timeshare up in
Excuse
Shoalo,
me.
Pine Top, and they would get like once a season they had a timeshare, like a week, and they let us have it for a week. We went up for just a couple of days with Mark's parents, and you got to do that, and I'm happy you did because you did have a good time. I remember
Well, yeah, it was interesting.
you and your dad bought
That was when I was
in the snow.
probably in my
You were in your
20s?
20s because, like I said, I was pregnant with one of the kids,
So-
so I was in my early 20s. So you were in your mid to late 20s.
so my energy level was a lot more than it is today, obviously. But anyway, so by the way, we did the mystery beer. That's great. Let's talk about. We went to Liberty
good.
Tavern this weekend. We went to two places.
We did. What was wrong with us? Why did we want to go to two places?
Well, because on Saturday we had gone over to my daughter's house, and
Yes,
we
Shaylee's
went over there,
house.
and we're doing some cleanup because they're getting ready to sell their house.
Right.
So I went over there to help with the landscape, and Rachel
couple
helped
hours.
too.
Did my
we did
best.
all that, and we were done by like 10, I think, with what we were doing for that day.
9:30-ish.
I think it was 10.
We were,
And
yeah.
It was
It
because
was a
then,
good hour and a half, if not a little bit more. I was exhausted, sweating in my eyes.
because then we
see.
came home and got ready, and then I was like, oh, you know what? There's this place up
girl.
down the road a bit. It's down in what I would call Sunny Slope area, kind of.
Yeah, if you're familiar, it's kind
yeah.
of in the I don't know, slums.
It's not slums.
I would say it's
That-
sketchy as hell.
that's not
It's where we
slums at
buy.
all.
It's where all the used cars and stuff are down there. So
That's where I got my van.
It is sketchy though, but we're comfortable there.
I'm not comfortable there, but
We are because
but
we've been there lots of time and we bought lots of cars from those places.
I used to
so
actually
we're
do
comfortable.
jobs down in that neighborhood too.
Oh my
But anyway,
God, I remember
yeah.
I was pregnant. You made me sweet.
I did not make her sweet.
I was getting a
I swear it was
reaction.
like, oh.
No, I would go because I had
Oh, it's
nothing-
just the lights. I was like, it looks like there's something floating in here.
I had nothing better to do, and I wanted to go help, and I wanted just to get out and move and stuff. So I took the broom and I would just sweep and rake or whatever
that wasn't a
an
bad coach.
8-month
Coach.
pregnant woman could do, and I did that.
Okay, so back to what we were talking about here.
And they gave us blankets and mittens
we went to
and
a
stuff.
place called Liberty Tavern. It's probably about like 5 miles. We live up a little
We're
higher
north,
up in the
yeah.
north area in the Paradise Valley area.
This is so good. I love this.
And so we
show.
went to Liberty Tavern, and we just wanted to see what it was about. We walked in the door, and the first thing was like,
There
well,
were flags
where do you want?
everywhere. First of all,
Yeah, where do you want
Welcoming.
to? Where do you want to sit? Because there's going to be people wanting to share your table, and we're like, what?
I know. What did that mean?
Table. Well, because the area we're in, she goes, maybe you'd be better over, and that was
Why would
weird
they want to
because.
share our table? It was smaller than this. Like, I don't understand what she meant by that.
Well, I did
don't know.
see people put their tables together, so I don't know what they're doing, but then they actually separated the tables and moved over to where the horse races were. So
Hmm. I was gonna say,
it was the Sunday.
No one wants to sit by us.
No, Saturday. It was Saturday.
Yes,
It was
the Derby was
Saturday
on.
when the Kentucky Derby was on.
Which we didn't
and,
know.
And so what happened was
We found
went
out,
there,
though.
and people were betting. Off track,
yes.
betting there in
You're
the
allowed to
in
do
the
that.
tavern. Oh yeah, they are.
That's why when we pulled up, there were so many cars, and we're like, it says, was it Sunday? Must have been-
Saturday.
Saturday?
At
I'm
11
like,
o'clock in the morning. What's going on here?
Well, there's so many. This must be a really happening place. No, they were all betting on stuff.
Yeah, it was neat. And-
Horsies. Oh my God, they're beautiful.
And so we watched the horse races. Their
love
food
seeing
was
the horses.
was pretty good. I'm not gonna say it was the best food I've ever had, but it was good.
What do we have?
I had those
Oh,
street tacos. They were all right. I mean, I liked them.
You know what? For street tacos, they were fine. I think when we were at the Rooster's Tavern that one time, we shared some of the street tacos.
I like the
it
Rooster's
tasted
one.
just like that.
No, the
Really?
meat. I didn't like the meat so much in this one. Maybe I should have gotten a different meat, but
No,
it was
no.
okay. And the
The
food was good.
mozzarella sticks, I like those.
The beer was great.
that's
They
great.
I don't even remember what they had on draft. They had a selection of draft beers.
Oh my God, they had the Wow, and that's one of my favorites. I was going to say
Right.
my favorites are Wheat, Wow Wheat by Four Peaks, and now I like Shock Top by Shock Top. Very good.
And they also had, of course, my my Guinness. So I did a Guinness shot, which was a short. And
Mark,
then,
you want to tell them why you're doing Guinness and why?
why am I doing Guinness?
Yeah, we've never done Guinness before until recently.
Well, I mean, it actually started with. The whole thing started with
Once upon a
a guy
time.
from Canada. His name's Alan.
One flight
And
down,
one
Alan.
One flight down.
Hi, Alan.
He has a website.
Beer. He's a beer tuber.
A beer tuber on YouTube. He has a site, and it's One Flight Down, and he was doing a chug challenge, and so he
Right.
was saying, well, I find that the easiest beer to chug is Guinness,
I was flabbergasted because I'm like, it's a stout. Who would chug a stout?
and here's the thing,
Alan.
he came out and visited us, and we saw him
Yes, you
down
can-
at 100 Mile Brewing
You
Company.
can catch that on the other playlist, brewery, because we all had it was at 100 Mile Brewery. So he's in
Right.
that one with his
So-
daughter. You can go catch
so
that
anyway,
if you want to watch this.
He came out and we were talking, and he said the same thing there. He goes, Guinness is the easiest beer to chug. So,
Weird.
so I don't remember what started it, but
Oh,
we
because
were like,
he said no carb. There's very little carbonation.
no, I don't remember what started us
And it's
chugging
easy.
Guinness. Oh, I know.
he
We
said
we
that.
had no. It was we took Guinness with us up to Flagstaff, I think it was,
Because we wanted to try
And-
his theory. Like, okay, I'll try.
because we were
chug
chugging
it.
regular beers, and it's really hard to chug a regular
And
beer.
it was cold, and it
So-
was burning my throat, and I couldn't do it.
So anyway,
Worse.
we took the Guinness up to Flagstaff with us, I think, and out in the forest there we did
Yeah,
a
we
chug,
did.
and it's just all the shorts that we do with the chugging basically.
Yeah,
so
chugging a beer in the forest challenge, or
wherever
challenge,
we're
just whatever.
located.
Yeah.
So anyway, we went up there and we did that, and then we got this Irish person pissed off at us because we were chugging a Guinness.
He said we
said,
disrespected
"We-
his people and
we
his beer.
did
We
it-
didn't pour it correctly.
We
and
did it
blah, blah,
wrong."
blah.
And
We're
here's the thing.
banned from Ireland, he said.
The bottles aren't the best way to drink Guinness. It's kind of.
We put
here's
it
the
in a
thing.
cup, though.
The bottle. I know it doesn't matter. Bottles of Guinness don't taste the same as when you go to, like, if you go to a restaurant and you get really good poured Guinness.
Like on tap, like you did, and they were so good.
Oh my God! And it's
Creamy
just
and-
it's creamy. It's floating. You can see all the levels of cream that float up.
God, it was beautiful.
And then you wait till it settles,
was
and
a
then
masterpiece.
and it's like chugging milk chocolate. I mean, it's like
Basically.
chugging chocolate milk. Basically,
With
it's
a little
like
bit
that.
of coffee.
Yeah. So anyway,
It's a Guinness. You know what it tastes like.
he riled against us and said we're no longer allowed to go to Ireland,
And that
which
they're
I
going
was
to be
like, I don't
watching.
care.
They're going to be watching us. He said.
I don't want to go to Ireland because
too far away.
Ireland's too cold and too rainy all the time. I don't want to go. You can have it.
And you got
Keep
to
it.
fly over the big old pond. I'm not going there.
So he never commented back. But anyway, after that, we
made it a
started
thing.
we started chugging, and then I did find, by the way, if you go up and get the cans that have the nitro in them,
Oh, yeah, they
it
go-
gives you the same effect of the Guinness from the tap. So it gives you that same effect.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I get it
It gives
now.
it that cream to it. It gives it that cream. But
Wow.
anyway, so we did that, and
It's
then
a
we went
thing
to
now.
we went
just gonna
to
do it all the time.
we're running out of time, so we have to hurry on it. We went to Dooley's Sports Bar and Grill the next day. Not because we're
Sunday.
gluttons for punishment, but
But we
because
are.
we wanted to try out. We like to go around and try out pubs, breweries, things
Especially,
like that.
it was a weekend we didn't have to babysit or have
Right.
any other things to do. So we're like, let's just
Yeah.
go do us. Let's go be us. What does us like to do? Beer. So we found another place.
So at this place, it was neat. They had, I want to go back for this reason. And here's the reason. They have a dueling, that's what it's called, Dooley's. They actually have dueling pianos.
Piano bar. Yeah, it's pianos.
It
like
seems
baby grands. Like head
well,
to
they're,
head.
well, they're not, though.
They look like baby grands. Big
They're
old-
hollowed out baby grands.
But they look like it. The big black big ones. you know?
Electric pianos put into where the
So
keyboards
cool
would
to
be.
hear it.
So that place was empty that day, completely empty.
At 11 o'clock in the morning, except for the cage fighters on the screen that I just could not believe. I
So
was
Rachel
watching
was
that.
was freaking out about the cage fighters,
They
but
were hurting each other.
they had a really good draft list. Of course, they had Guinness again, and I did that again.
And
but
you
they
chugged
had
that. You
this
did.
place had really good food. I mean, their food.
Oh, yeah.
I had this
We had big old salads.
awesome salad, and then their shrimp that Rachel Karened off on.
Like Karen.
She Karened it, and
I didn't really mean to. I just thought it'd be bigger, and they'd say
She's
they're
getting
large,
older, and
I'm
you
like,
know
I thought they were
what
gonna
happens
be
when
big.
women get older?
I get
They
dumb.
become Karens because
I am
they get
not
grumpy.
a Karen, and I wasn't
They
grumpy.
Karen at everything.
Shut up!
So
I was not.
they do. And so
I just wanted bigger shrimps. They just said jumbo, and I thought big. I was thinking.
well,
big.
before
I've
they're
bought jumbo
okay, think
before.
about this. Before they're cooked, they're jumbo, and then they shrink down to.
But then they were
whatever.
breaded, so you think they'd be extra bigger, but they weren't. I don't know. I go, am I being a Karen? He's like, yes.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, I'm just going to eat.
picky ass Karen.
But I ate it all.
So anyway, so that was fun.
just
We did
kidding.
that, and those videos were up. But so this weekend, of course we got the boys.
Oh yeah, you can watch all that on the other playlist.
We're
You put
going
them
to
up
see
already.
their karate stuff on Saturday.
They're leveling up to the next level.
We're going to take them and their mother to Trevor's, which we love.
Yeah, because we have to watch the boys afterwards.
Might get a
anyways,
couple
so
special
we'll just take 'em-
beers.
We'll just take them with us and go to lunch.
Might get a couple special beers to take with us on our road trip up to the White Mountain area, which would be Payson, above Payson,
Oh,
basically.
you threw me
You're
when you
looking-
said White Mountains.
Yes,
I was
White
thinking
Mountains.
Sholo.
Well,
was
that's
thinking that- I was
that
thinking
is
the other way
part
around.
of that's actually part of the plateau. So here's what's really interesting. Our trip is going to be like this. We're
Kind
going
of the Payson again.
We're going through Payson, but we're going to 260 up to
the
past
mountains.
up to the Mugian Rim, which is a plateau up there, and it's called the Colorado
The
Plateau.
rim. And if you live out here, if you're familiar with the Arizona landscape, it's a very popular place. People love to go up north and go to the rim. That's a place.
They
We're going.
have several lakes up there, like Bear Lake, and then they have
Wood Canyon.
Wood Canyon. And they have Willow Springs, which is beautiful.
Mormon Lake.
Wood
McMurray.
Canyon is beautiful too. We camped
Woods
around there one
Canyon.
time.
Yeah, we sure did. It's
anyway.
beautiful up there. It's a lovely mountain area. We're going to go
So
there.
we're doing that in the morning, and then we're going to come back down to
Which means hiking, beer
Creekside
perspectives
Tavern.
in the forest.
Creekside Tavern, and then we're going to stay at Coles Ranch. But in the meantime, we're going to go up to the Mugian Rim, and I had a little bit of things about that. Did you know
No.
that the Mugian Rim stretches 200 miles
Wow, from what point to what point?
from Flagstaff
That's where it starts?
all the way to New Mexico?
Oh.
And-
is it called the
and-
Moogie on the Rim even when you're in the Mexico?
Well, I don't
it
know if
change
it's
names?
it's so. I mean, because part of
Now,
it changes its
Mugian.
name. Like if you go to the Verde Rim, which is still part of the Mugian Rim,
Right.
it's a little bit over.
That's what I was wondering. Do they still call it the Mugian Rim? 'Cause
I
we
don't-
do. But
well, I mean, the main part that we know is up
does
above
Mugian
up
mean?
above Flagstaff.
Is that an Indian tribe
up
or
above,
something?
up above Payson that we go to, and that's where we're going. It's beautiful. It's spectacular.
what is
so?
is that an Indian tribe?
It's an
or what
Indian
is-
name,
Is it?
yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering what it was.
Anyway, so it goes all the way down to New Mexico, but the transition from the Colorado Plateau is where up on top there. You know that flat area up there that when we go camping above the
flats?
rim, that was actually an old sea at one point.
Oh, you mean up in
shallow sea.
Strawberry?
Right, that's top of the rim.
That's past the
That's
rim.
that's
That's
the Colorado Plateau.
We just go around the corner around the back way.
That is actually the Colorado Plateau. That's part. That's all part of it. And that Colorado Plateau goes all the way back to
And-
where you go to Pine.
Right,
and all
where
that.
we've
That's
camped.
all.
And
Yeah.
there's actual remnants of
Well,
fossilized
you never-
coral
Oh, no,
reefs and
Pine
stuff
Top.
up there.
I'm talking Pine Top
okay.
and Pine.
There's
That's the
coral
beginning.
reefs up there. Like,
Yeah.
if you didn't know, you just think it was like rocks. But when you actually look, it's coral. And then there's
Right.
fossilized seashells and clam shells all around. We collected so many. It's beautiful up there.
So if you've ever listened to
believe it's
anything
been
I've talked about, is like
underwater.
where you have the
Wow.
the flows that come off that rim country. They're massive and they come down to the valley which is monsoon storms.
Yes.
But
we
anyway,
talked about that. The
yeah.
They crashed down into the valley because of that rim.
But anyway, so you got the Colorado Plateau, and then you got the transition there. That's the Mogollon Rim, and then below that is the I don't know. I guess it's like the White Mountain area, and then the Sonoran Desert, which is what we live in. So there's like 3 stages
Oh, I love
all the way down.
Sonoran beer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's in Tucson, and that's part of the Sonoran Desert. There you go.
See?
Yeah.
You always learn something here with Marguerite.
That's right, and it's not that you're learning anything great. It's just
Oh, it's
that
fabulous.
it is what it is. I'm going back into my book here. It's the true facts sound
I
like
had
bullshit.
I had
and
something to ask you.
yeah, and you can do that in a minute. But I'm going to
Okay,
do
you
the
can tell me
true
your jokes.
facts.
Because it's a kind of a jokey thing, too.
Where'd it go? Oh, here. So I left it last time at this is all, I think the animal section that I'm in, but I'm going through all this. It's
I
like
like
nature.
animals.
This is nature facts. Okay, so
I like nature, too.
anyway, so I left off on number 6. It's like the bedtime time.
Pretty girl.
Where do we start the bedtime story at today? Okay, here we go.
Now, Daddy.
The Stegosaurus is older than grass.
Okay.
Okay, what does that mean?
I don't believe that.
It's two facts. They sound
Grass
like
always
bullshit.
grows. Okay.
What do we know about grasses? Did not evolve until well into the Cretaceous period, which began 145 million years ago. The Stegosaurus roamed the Earth during the Jurassic period, 155 to
before
150
Adam
million
and
years
Eve.
ago. Way before.
In the Garden of Eden.
And
Because
instead of-
there was grass in the Garden of Eden, I'm sure.
And instead it consumed mosses, ferns, and other fauna. I read this whole thing about cows today, which was so cool, man.
Did fauna make you think of cows?
Well, no, but I was thinking about how they digested. The cows
They
had
have 6 stomachs.
no, they don't. They have 4
5.
stomachs.
4.
As
knew it was
and
something.
by the way, the baby cow
Don't listen
can't eat. It only has one chamber of its stomach that is
Open or something?
usable for 2 months, and until it
Hmm.
gets those bacterias that allows the other stomachs, and then it can start grazing on
The
hay
other stomach's
and-
kind of open and allows it to
Well,
expand its palate.
Here's what's
Is
really
that what you're
weird.
trying to say?
I know there's like a lot of history today about stuff, but here,
don't know any of this.
Here's what's really weird.
Grab a beer, guys, let's listen.
A cow's stomach has 4 chambers, and each chamber does something that creates
Bacteria.
bacteria like
like healthy things to,
yeah,
to
right.
break down,
So-
like enzymes and stuff to break it down.
right, and it creates that actually makes like hay become a healthy thing for an animal. But grass fed
Oh, I see.
grass fed is the best because the
So if I
the
ate
cow-
grass, it would not be healthy. It wouldn't do anything for me.
No, because you have one damn stomach.
Right. I don't have a cow
Yeah.
stomach. I just poop out the
They
grass.
have 4 chambers.
Comes
yeah.
out as it goes in.
Okay.
Probably.
Back to 7. Anyway, the cow thing was really cool.
Okay.
I really
Just hope
I-
you guys are enjoying cow talk.
I really
Margarito.
thought it was. I have to go back and find more
That is
facts about
neat.
that because that was neat.
I like cows too.
Okay, number 7 here. About 80% of all individual animals on Earth are nematodes.
Nematodes.
They didn't give me any explanation on that. It's
I
like just
forgot what a
that. What's
nematode was.
What is a nematode? Let's look.
Gosh. Well, while you
Let's
look this
find out.
up, I'm going to tell you.
Wait, no, don't start yours until
no,
I'm done.
I'm going to tell
I'm
you.
not done.
Our daughters went through a phase where they liked cows.
What is a nematode?
And I had to paint cow spots all over one like focus wall in their rooms at the same time.
Oh.
That was really cool. It looked like a cow room.
Oh, the roundworms.
Oh, nematodes.
Ew.
I don't
Okay.
like brown ones.
Disgusting.
Anyways, I had to paint murals of cow spots all over my daughter's walls
Oh,
one year.
let me see. Maybe I can find the interesting facts about cows. Should I just go with that since I started that whole thing about cows?
Sure, babe.
Interesting facts about cows.
So interesting. Does chocolate milk come from
yeah.
brown cows?
Well, here's what's really interesting.
like to know.
This was part of it too. Do you know that cows have a remarkable sense of smell? They're detecting scents up to 6 miles away. They can smell.
Oh, they're like sharks, land sharks.
Okay, cows have 4 stomachs. Well, technically they have 1 stomach with 4
chambers.
compartments. The specialized digestive system, let's see,
We learned that today by Mark.
helps break down plant matter.
Like grass.
Cows are intelligent.
Okay.
Cows have different personalities.
They do.
Cows can sleep standing up. Oh my God, I couldn't do that.
Is that where cow tipping comes in? Because they're sleeping
Yeah.
and you
Oh man, that's sad.
and then they fall down
and-
like, what
and what-
happened?
what would
I
you-
fell out of stand.
Anyway, I know, but here's the thing.
They don't
Anyway,
have a
after
bed,
reading
they fell out of
that,
stand.
I feel for the cows. I would like going.
People
"Oh,
are
man,
assholes.
Why would you do that? Because cows are very also animals that
Gentile.
they're gentle animals and they stress out easily.
Mm-hmm.
So people doing that to them, man, that's not good, man.
That's not good. Don't do any cow tipping, you guys out there in the boonies.
Anyway, so yeah, that's all I got. I mean, I have a lot.
I do
but-
have something to ask, and I have a few things I wrote down, but I'm just going to run a couple. So I came across some like famous quotes from some comedians from back in the 80s. And I wrote some down because I
was just laughing.
I like heard it when I
Rachel
was
was-
reading it.
Rachel was
heard it.
champing at the bit. Okay, now I can't forget.
No, I forgot all
It's
about
all
this
you
until
now, baby.
now.
Go.
I wasn't champing the bit. I was going to talk about
Go,
how
baby.
we
Go.
painted the cows, and I already said that.
I'll be
on the wall.
quiet.
No, you don't have to be quiet because I'm going to ask you.
Oh,
I was reading and I wrote down these quotes and I kind of was thinking about it in my head what it sounded like, and I was laughing, but I don't know if you're going to understand who I'm being. So I'm going to say something. Yeah. Okay. So I need glasses. Who do you think said this, babe? It's from the 80s. Think of an 80s comedian.
okay.
I'm so busy doing nothing that the idea of doing anything, which you know always leads to something, it cuts into nothing and then forces me to have to drop everything. I just thought that was funny because I was totally seeing him do it.
So is it from a movie or is it
No,
from
it's just a comedy guy who
a comedian?
he also had a show that ran for almost 10 years, stopped at 9.
I would say okay. Yeah,
So
you just
busy
gave it away.
doing nothing.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, he had a whole show about nothing, so that was funny.
That's true.
All right, let's see. Speaking of the show, so it goes. I've been keeping in shape lately. You know, you have to. I'm getting older now. I'm 27. That whole fitness thing runs in my family, though. I think
27.
my grandmother started walking 5 miles a day when she was 60. She's 97 today, and we don't know where the hell she is. Who said that?
I have no clue.
That was Ellen
Ellen.
DeGeneres.
Oh, okay.
That was so Ellen.
I never would have gotten that.
Oh, I thought you would have.
No.
Okay, what about this? I told my wife the truth. I told her I was seeing a psychiatrist. Then she told me the truth that she was also seeing a psychiatrist and 2 plumbers and a bartender. Just like,
Rodney Dangerfield.
yes, I don't know how to
Did
do
I
it.
get that?
You did. You
Oh my
got that. Right. Good job.
I told my wife the truth.
Yeah.
You
You're
know,
good at him.
I told my wife the truth.
I get
Yeah.
no respect.
I get no respect. No respect.
And then I had
Right.
one. Okay, this was one of my favorite persons, but I can't do him because it's deadpan.
Oh, okay.
I planted some bird seed. A bird came up. Now I don't know what to feed it.
Bird seed.
Planted some bird seed. A bird came up. Now I don't know what to feed
Oh, what was his name?
it. So fucking funny.
I know who it was. I know who it was.
Stephen Wright.
Stephen Wright. Oh my God.
So deadpan. But he came up with the funniest shit. I just don't.
I planted some bird seed.
Oh, and then this is a funny one. I don't really know this one, but I thought this was funny. Okay. When I was a kid, I used to pray every night for a new bicycle. Then I realized that the Lord doesn't work that way. So I stole one and I asked him to forgive me. Because that's how it's done. Emo Phillips.
Emo Phillips.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was emo.
yeah. Wow.
That was his character, but I was just like,
That's hilarious.
I don't remember. Now I got to look up him because emo, you are right. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it, man.
You steal and then you ask for forgiveness.
That's right.
Don't
Because
ask permission. You ask for
what is the Bible verse? For all have sinned and fallen short of
The
God's
glory, of God. So do whatever you want and just ask for
you're
forgiveness.
living in sin. You're not going to get that fixed until you're dead.
Baby,
so-
if you want that bike, you go get
You
it.
get
Just
it.
ask me for forgiveness. Now run along. Bye-bye, babe.
All right, I got
Watch
a couple.
for cars.
I got a couple of jokes to end this whole shebang.
But wasn't that funny? I thought it was cute.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
okay,
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, these are like, these are just cheap jokes, not like Rachel's jokes, but
Mine are expensive.
why do you give what do you give a man who has everything?
Nothing.
Penicillin.
Ooh.
Okay.
STDs.
Why do anteaters never get sick?
Because they're uncles.
Their antibodies keep them healthy.
They're uncles. I said uncles. I was thinking aunties.
All right, let me see here.
That's funny, babe.
Why don't pirates take a shower before they walk the plank?
Because they're just going to get in the water anyways.
They wash up on shore.
Excuse me.
They just wash up on
kind
shore.
of what I was going to say.
Yeah.
They just get dirty, washed in the water.
On what
funny.
grounds did the police arrest the devil?
Coffee.
They gave him on. They got him on possession.
Oh, possession. Oh,
Here's one I've done before. I think. How many telemarketers does it take to change a light bulb?
all of them.
Only one, but he has to do it while you're eating dinner.
Right.
You're not laughing.
No, I remember because I was thinking there's more.
Okay.
But no, he calls it dinner and has to do it. Honey, you're funny.
Wait. I know. How many optometrists does it take to change a light bulb?
All of them because they need all their eyes to see.
Is it one or two? One or two?
This or that. This. I just went to the doctor the other day.
know,
I got
is it
new contacts.
one,
I
two,
can see.
1, 2.
I can see clear.
And that's it.
Now the rain is gone. Actually, the rain is gone, and so are the moths.
the weathers are nice. The weathers are nice.
The weathers
The
are
weather's
nice.
supposed to be beautiful this weekend. We're heading up
Gosh,
north. It's going to be pretty
supposed to be 100.
too.
There's
so.
100 in the forecast. The first I've seen this week.
Well, we will be swimming with the boys on.
Yep, we got the boys coming over.
Saturday
Yep.
because it's going to be 100.
Two of the
Oh,
grandkids
no, wait,
are
100
coming
on
over.
Sunday, I
It's
think.
supposed to be 100 this weekend.
Some people
so.
are saying 105, but that's down on the tarmac in Phoenix where the
Where?
planes land.
Oh yes.
If you're laying out there on the ground, it's going to be fucking hot.
it's going to be
but
105
here
at least.
in the North Valley, we're not that hot. So anyway,
And it's Mother's Day weekend, so we hope you have a
Oh,
good
happy Mother's Day,
Mother's
everybody.
Day weekend
Yeah.
this beautiful time
Yeah.
and enjoy your family and the ones you're with and all your people.
Love the
that you
ones
love.
you're with.
Yes. And have some more beer, please.
chug it like I do with the. Oh
Babe,
yeah,
I'm
so
bloated. I got a burp.
so after you're done watching this, go watch our.
Oh yeah,
is
we
it?
have a Mad Libs to
Mad
film.
Libs.
So you're gonna know that we just did this. So
Yeah, you'll see something.
It's gonna be so funny.
Maybe I'll chug
Or
a
maybe
Guinness.
not.
Maybe I'll chug
Oh
it.
God, we have to work tomorrow, babe. Maybe you won't. I
Don't
mean,
tell 'em
it's
the
Friday.
secrets.
We don't have to work
Don't
on
tell 'em
Saturday.
secrets.
Chug a lug, Pooh Bear.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you next time.
That will never end. Mad Libs fly and the beer flows near. Comedy gold with an extra cheer. Comedy gold with an extra cheer.